you mentioned it's a summer vacation. Okay, so that month,
Yep.
your son don't have any school or they don't have any class?
He will take one day off.
Oh, they will take a leave.
Take 3 days. I
Mm,
think that's okay. I think nothing important
mm-hmm.
when the class is beginning.
Okay. When did their class started? When did their class started?
When the class
Yeah.
started, maybe my son will take some book and to know each other,
Uh-huh.
teacher and the new classmate.
Okay.
That's very important because we decide to Japan.
Mm-hmm. So the start of a class in Japan, when will that start? Okay.
I think the Japan class will be start at last 30 August.
Okay. What about in Taiwan? What about how about the class in Taiwan? The start of the class.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same. I see. That's why it's okay. It's just the first day of the class, right? Of the school year. Okay. Because here in the Philippines, it's different. Um, they started their class on that was in June when the class already started here in the Philippines. Yeah, the class always starts in June. Yeah, that I thought it's actually the same, but it's August. Yeah, I just remembered. Okay, so let's now go ahead and see what you can remember on our book. What was the last time we have discussed, Hector, in your book? Can you still remember?
About the chapter,
Mm-hmm.
you give me a homework.
Okay.
Find a specific name for the native people of Taiwan
Mm-hmm.
according to the chapter.
Okay.
With this,
Wow, good job. Okay, so let's see. So this is on page 29. Hold on, let me just insert a page number so that it's going to be easier for us. Okay, there, page 20. Yep, page 29. Okay, so alright, so here, can you read the instruction?
okay. Find the native name for the native people of Taiwan according to them what they were eat and say where do they get their food.
Okay, and what was your answer?
The Taoists are a group named to Taiwan. They are peace and tourist language. The are very authorities. Husband like how and wife and first priority as led to the family aspect.
Wow, you really did, you know, find a, you tried to research on this. So, you mentioned Amis are a group, a group native to Taiwan. So, what specific part in Taiwan are they located? Is there any? Was it mentioned in what particular part in Taiwan you can find these people? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, and does your son's classmate still wears, you know, their native? No. Okay. I thought that, you know, it's gonna be eye-catching. Of course, people will look after him, you know, because of what he wears. But he's not wearing that kind of, you know. For men, it says here wears sleeves and then vest. For women, okay. So I was able to see here a photo of a couple. Okay, let's see. So, is there any words from your homework that you cannot understand? Have you tried checking all the vocabulary words? Oh, you did. Okay. Alright, so let's try to understand. Okay. So, here. You mentioned they are a group native to Taiwan. They speak Amis as Austronesian language. When you say Austronesian, what particular language is this? Is it I'm sorry, between? Okay. No, we don't. I'm not sure because we have a lot of dialects here in the Philippines. So let me check on that real quick. Okay. Okay. Hold on, still checking. Alright, so while I'm checking on this, it says here the Amis are uh, matriarchal society. What does this mean then? Okay. In your case, do you agree to this kind of situation? It's okay for you? Let's say your wife will be, you know. No, my question, yeah, my question is that is it okay for you that your wife will be like the head of a family? I'm s- I'm sorry. Your wife owns your house? So it's okay. Seriously? Why? Why is it okay for you? Aside from because your wife owns your house. Okay. Okay. But in this case, it's more of like decision making. I mean, she will decide what to, let's say, what to do inside your house. Okay. So any kind of decision. So, it's okay that your wife will decide. Okay, I like that thinking. because because for me, my husband doesn't want that. I mean, I'm not saying that um, it's like we're even. You know, we need to decide together. If I need to decide, I need to consult my husband before, I give or we give a final decision. So for mhm. I'm sorry, you decide on what? Fixing things? What learn? I see. Okay. So it's like the decision making is divided. Oh, it's your wife. Okay. Is there a school close to your house or near to your house? Is there school? The school of your children? Okay. Do you Okay, so do you send them to school or you know or do you need to bring them to school? Do they take a car or bus? Oh, wow. Mhm. Okay. Well, if that's the case, that's okay. And of course, if you know, school. What about hospitals? Is it close to your house, Hector? Yeah. Yes. Mhm. Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Wow. Uh-huh.
Honestly, yeah, we have I think the six and Easter
Mm-hmm.
near my house.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it's just like a walking distance, or you just need to take a ride to your bike going to this establishments. Okay. Alrighty. So good. So for Montreal Kong, we're good on that. Um, how about this? Husband live in wife's house, and wife has first priority acceded to the family estate. What does it mean? This word. This acceded.
yeah. I think the I think if they are divorced,
Okay.
if they are divorced, the first priority, I said house.
Okay. So if they are divorced, so the wife will own the house.
Yeah. I think she will own the children
Okay.
and the money.
Okay. It says here for the word accede. It's more of assume an office or position, or it can be um, agree to a demand or request. So it's more of the wife who will decide. Okay, you're correct. Let's say the house. So if they got separated or divorced, then she has the power or control to demand. Let's say get the house, the children, um, even their wealth. Let's say if they are rich, let's say their money, okay, their wealth. All right. Okay. I will actually add here the link of the picture of these amazed people. Okay, so I want you to describe them. Yeah. I post or paste here the link. So it actually has a photo of the amazed people. I want you to describe these people on the photo. So it says here the amazed man wears sleeves vest. The amazed woman wears the black, red and white suit. Yeah. What can you say about their, how they dress?
I think the men wear look like a bird.
Why did you say so? Why? Is it because of the feather? Okay, aside from the man looks like a bird, what else? Okay. It You said it has long feathers? Okay. And right, they're not wearing shoes. And they are not. Why? Why do you think they're not wearing shoes? Okay. Well, maybe they're not just used to wearing shoes. Okay. So, the man and the woman, they're actually wearing a headgear. That is, it calls headgear. Yeah, it's more of, yeah, headgear. They are wearing headgear. Okay, so it says here on your research, man wears sleeves vest. Do you think he looks like he's wearing a vest? Vest. So the feather that you mentioned, maybe that looks like a vest. Hmm. It looks like, yeah, but it's not that, the right vest. So okay, then they put just a design, let's say feathers. All right, next. For woman, it says here wears a black, red, and white suit. But here, what does she wear? It's more of, yeah, black and white. They look so serious. Mhm. Oh, they are. Yeah, you mentioned here they like singing and dancing, but on the photo it says here that they're too serious. Yes. Mm. So they are already, I think, civilized. Um, so that's why they no longer use this kind of, dress or clothes. Like here in the Philippines, we also have native um, people, or these are indigenous people, but they no longer use their own native dress. So they are already what? They already knows how to mingle with other people, and they already try to involve themselves in the society. Yeah. Okay. Next, it says here they eat fried pork, potato salad. Okay. Next. So they are hunters and hunting in the forest. Okay. So that's why they eat fried pork. So it's more of hunting. Okay, next. The Amis live in thatching on the mountain. What does thatching means?
like a house using the pouch. Pouch is like some
What does thatch means?
like dead things. That is like the color is the yellow and very long. They using them to create their house.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So thatching, they lived in thatching on the mountain. So thatching, it's more of a craft of building a roof with dry vegetation such as straw, waterweed, or it's like palm. Hold on, let me type the definition. Thatching, this is actually a so thatching is the craft of building a roof with dry vegetation. So it's like a nipa hut. Do you know what is
No,
nipa? Nip. Okay. Nipa hut. This is actually popular here in the Philippines. Here you can try to check on this nipa hut. Yep. So it's actually made of yes, it's actually made of bamboo, and also it is made of grass. Yeah, that's why it actually looks the same. So this is common here in the Philippines. So how about in Taiwan? Is this also have this kind of, house? No. Okay.
I never see them in Taiwan.
Oh, you never. Okay. What?
Also with this not using the township.
Okay. But saying here is that what about in resorts or because there are in the beach because there are actually places to normally have this kind of house where they accept their visitors. No, we don't have. Okay.
Visitors every year. That's the time the house ritual. So we use very strong belief.
Okay. Okay, next. So here we're done. You mentioned they like singing and dancing. Alright, what about this? A Miss Festival. Yeah, what kind of festival is that?
It's a very happy party.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of just around is just around and they dancing and the singing
Okay.
all night.
Wow. All night. But anyways, that would be just for a day. Okay. Okay. So it says here the Miss Festival has very important meaning in respecting their ancestors and creating new life. Okay. Okay, very good. So we've tackled the name, specific name, which is Amis. You describe them, okay, like what they wear, then they say good. Good job. Okay. Well, how did you find this? Did you try to ask your friends or
I translate wiki.
Oh, you use Wikipedia. I see. So how did you know that your son's classmate is a Miss? So they're learning this Austronesian language? Oh. Uh-huh. Wow, okay. That's good to know. Are they being supported?
Every language wants easy.
Okay. Okay. Good. Very good. So you mentioned the government that they need to learn the language so that it will not be lost. Is that right? Okay.
And every children need to learn secondary language.
What kind of secondary language? Anything they want?
My son's secondary language is the Taiwanese. They learn the first is Chinese, secondary is Taiwanese.
I'm just confused. What's the difference between Taiwanese and Mandarin? Is it Mandarin is it Chinese?
Mandarin is different. The Mandarins come from north people,
Mm-hmm.
like from Beijing, and the Taiwanese language more like the South China.
South.
No,
South China. Oh, hold on. So on the north, that's more of a Mandarin.
it's the different base language.
And
The
it
song
mhm.
is
Eh,
very different.
have and in the south of China, what they normally use.
I think it's Taiwanese
Minnan? Okay.
Yeah, Minnan language. Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
Taiwanese Minnan language is very popular
Mm-hmm.
in South China. And I think the Singapore can speak Minnan language too.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, oh yeah, I can see here they have Singaporean Mandarin. So, Minnan it's somewhat like Mandarin.
Yeah, somewhat of Mandarin. Not,
Okay. I think there are a lot of kind of Chinese language.
I think Chinese language may be more than 15,
I see.
50 type.
I see. Okay. Now I know. But what's common it's Chinese. I mean Mandarin, and then um, what's the secondary language of your son again?
It's a Minnan language.
Minnan. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
Minnan.
How about you? What's your secondary language?
It's the same Minnan language.
Wow. So now you have third language. It's the English language. Yeah. See. So if your son or your children will, decided to learn the English language, so they'll have a third language. Okay. What about your wife? Your wife is good in English, right? I
She's a very smart woman.
mm, yeah, I've always heard that because one of my other students, his wife is also she's also very good and smart with the English language. so so do you speak to your wife in the English language?
I think she landed I think university
Hmm.
college. She's the major in the English.
She have an English major.
Yeah.
Wow. So you should ask her to teach him. Just kidding. Yeah, because if you'll be talking to your wife, constantly, let's say every day, so definitely your English will be more polished. It'll be more fluent, and of course, you will tend to not to forget the English language because you're used to speaking to it already every day.
I think she, not I think, it's a true. She departs my English.
Oh my God. So you really need to work hard on, learning the English language. Oh, she doesn't want to.
Speaking Chinese.
What if you wanted to, keep a secret to your children so you can talk to your wife in the English language so that they won't understand you? Do you, do you do that?
Using my very, very little vocabulary.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's now just try to correct some of the. Can you pronounce this word again? Specific.
It's, the man looks like a bird. It's, it has long feathers and they are not wearing shoes. They are wearing headdress. Every children
you. Now, let's just try to pronounce the words properly or correctly. Hector, let's start with here. Specific. Can you say it? Specific. Specific. Name. Matriarchal. Acceded. Fetching. Ancestors. Okay. So here, we're good. Here, very hot Taiwan. So, how are you going to say that in a complete sentence?
It was very hot.
I'm sorry, it was
It was very hot.
or it is. Because it is still, it's still hot in Taiwan there. Next week, day off. How about this? How are you going to say this in a complete sentence?
I forgot. I forgot.
Okay, this is actually,
My son will take something off.
yeah. So how are you going to say that properly?
He needs to take some. He needs to take 5 days off.
Okay. Well, when it comes to school, we don't actually use the word, like day off, because that's more of a job, right? So it's more of my son will take or my son will be absent from school for a week. Or my son will be absent from school next week. Okay, so how about this? I decide big things. It's okay. I decide. Oh, or you could say.
Or big things, big matter.
I decide on most important matter at home, like buying house, car, what else? And
Travel friend.
I'm sorry, and
Travel friend.
I'm sorry.
Travel. Vacation. Or travel.
Oh, travel.
Travel.
Travel plan or travel destination. Wow, okay. Or do you ask your wife also for this? Do you, both of you, decide? Yeah, let's say for traveling, travel destination. Do you ask your wife? Do you consult your wife?
Yes.
Okay. So it's more like, okay.
We decide to move to the country. Yeah, I need to create the whole thing.
Okay. So for this travel destination, it's between you and your wife. So here, my wife decides the size of the matter. Oh, what do you mean size of the matter?
Because the business.
Okay. My wife decides maybe let's say least important. Like what kind of list? Which means this a bit not so important. Unlike for you, you're deciding on bigger matters, right?
Clean house. Going to clean house.
Okay, so my wife decides on this important, like household chores. Household chores. Yeah, so cleaning the house, how to fix the house, what to eat, what's our food. So these are actually more of a household chores. So this is the term you can use. Okay, so we will continue discussing more of this, Hector. Alright, so that's it for now. I have to go now. You have a great day of night. Okay, yes. Goodbye.